Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natasha if it is your first time here, and I haven't filmed in like 2 weeks because I got a stye on both of my eyes. Both of them. Literally, I woke up one morning and I had one on like the bottom waterline on this eye, and then a couple days later I had one up here in this eye. So gross. I guess basically a stye is just like your eye gets a pimple. What I think it was is that I was using some like new eyeliners and new mascaras, and I think that they just like clogged up my eye and irritated. They didn't like it. But they're gone now. I'm good. I couldn't wear any makeup. That's like one of the big things is obviously, you know, don't wear any makeup. And this whole time I was thinking like, what if I just don't wear any makeup on my, like what if it's just skin? Like what if I only focus on the skin part of the makeup? Like I've never seen a tutorial like that. I've never been on YouTube and like come across the like absolutely zero eye makeup, like just the skin video. So I was like, oh my god, I'm an innovator. This is it. I know what to do. I looked it up. There, you know, there's quite a few videos on YouTube about this, but I'm gonna do one for myself because not only do I think this look is gonna be good for like if you have a freaking eye pimple, but I also feel like if you're going to the beach, if you're going to the river, if you're running late for work, if you really just want to do a little bit on your skin, if you're going to school and you want something easy. I'm literally listing like every event in life because I mean you can wear this for whatever. So I'm gonna jump into it because I've literally tried to film this intro like 10 times and I just cannot stop rambling, so it might cut really weird. Might jump right into it. So I already did my skincare and my sunscreen. Today I used this Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen SPF 40. I do really like this sunscreen. It is a nice face sunscreen, but I do feel like it kind of mattifies my face a little bit. So I'm going to be working on putting that glow back in because you know me, I need the glow in my life. So I can't decide if I want to do my brows first or my skin first. I think I'm going to do my brows just to get them out of the way. This is kind of like a newer product to me, but it's like super easy for this look. I don't really want to do a super bold brow for this look because nothing about it is really going to be bold. It's all going to be really skin-based, really dewy, really luminous. So for my brow, I want to kind of just do something easy and something quick to put on. So for the brow, I'm going in with, this is the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow. It's just a nice little brow gel. I got it in the shade medium. I've been really loving tinted brow gels recently, especially this summer, because it's so easy to just like whip on the tinted brow gel and then feel like, you know, your brows are a little bit more put together. I do have quite a bit of a brow, so I don't need as much as some people might. So if you want to go in and build a whole brow, build your brow. It's not my face. All right, so I'm just going to really lightly just kind of whip that through. So I've only used this brow gel, I would say 3 or 4 times. Probably about 3 or 4 times. I do really like it. I don't feel like it necessarily makes my brows like stick up, you know, and last all day. I think that it just gives me a nice like thickening and color to it. So I will be adding like a clear brow gel on top just to help like just stick them up. I really only need like 1 coat of that. I will clean up the front with like a little Q-tip after I do this other side. And then just same thing over here. I do think that like the brush on it is a little large. So I am like getting some on my face. That's fine. Nothing a Q-tip won't fix. Okay, and that's the brow. Super simple. I just kind of followed, you know, obviously my own brows with that tinted brow gel. I might add a little bit more towards the end if I feel like I need it to be built up a little bit more. But for now, that's it. I'm going to go straight into the skin. First, I'm going to add a little bit of this right here. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. I've been really liking this. It smells so good. But you just need like a little bit. A little bit goes such a long way, and it's so easy to like overdo it and then look like a puddle of oil. Because it drips out of the dropper so fast too. I'm just going to like do a tiny bit on my forehead. 1 little drop. 1 little drop. I'm just gonna rub that in. It smells like lavender, I think. Like fresh cut lavender, not like that fake, you know, like Yankee Candle lavender, like real lavender plant. Yeah, it smells so good. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with like a skin tint, basically. This is the CoverGirl CG Smoothers Hydrating Makeup. It's basically like a little skin tint. I think this little bottle is like the cutest little bottle ever. I'm just going to do a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to take my fingers to just kind of rub it out real quickly over my face, because I'm not really looking for like a full coverage deal. I'm just really wanting to even out my skin tone a little bit. This does mix really well with the oil. And it just gives me that little bit of coverage that I want. Just enough. You're the one I trust, and I always be around. So, didn't do a huge difference. It just adds a little bit of coverage that I want to kind of even out my skin tone. Just a tiny bit all over, and that's going to stay really glowy throughout the day. It's going to hold on really nice. It's called hydrating makeup because it's like supposedly it helps keep your skin more dewy and more hydrated throughout the day. I haven't really noticed too much of that, but I do like the finish when I initially put it on, and I do like the way it lasts on my face, and I think it's really pretty. It's just like a nice even little skin tint, and especially if you're like someone who's like on the go, or you're leaving the gym, you just need to throw something on real quick. This is like, first of all, the bottle is so cute and so convenient because it's just a little squirt out like that. And then you just rub it all over your face. And that's it. That's enough for me. So this is the point where it gets a little tricky, because I have dark circles under my eyes, and so I like to conceal those. But if you have an issue where you can't put something on your eyes, you probably shouldn't bring concealer all the way up to them. So I'm going to do just like a tiny dot. This is the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer. One of my favorite concealers of all time, especially if I'm doing like a light cover look. So I'm just going to, right there. That's it. And I'm going to take my finger and just kind of pat it out, and mainly stick to those like hollows. Get this little part right here. And just enough. Try to not bring it up too high if you can. So my eyelids as well are naturally a little bit more pink. They have more pigment to them. But I'm not going to cover that up because I feel like it kind of gives me the illusion like I do have a little bit of eyeshadow on. And I'm fine with that. So same thing over here. Just a tiny bit. And then take your finger. When I need some loving, baby. Okay, and that's it for my under eye. So I just really wanted to kind of like cover it up a little bit. You still could see it, yeah, but just a little bit, just to add a little bit more. If you need to spot conceal on your face, go ahead and spot conceal. Do whatever makes you feel the most comfortable. I'm okay with the kind of my moles and stuff sticking out. I don't really have any blemishes right now, so I'm not going to spot conceal anymore. And I am going to go in with some blush. Now, I don't want to do any bronzer with this look because once I start putting on bronzer, I can't stop myself, and then I have so much bronzer on that I have to like even out the rest of my face, and then it starts becoming like way more of a full coverage look that I'm going for. So if you would add some bronzer, go ahead. I'm not going to add any bronzer, but I am going to go straight into blush. I'm going to take, this is a ColourPop Super Shock blush in the shade No Vacancy. It's like a really nice corally pink. So I'm going to go right in with this Morphe M405 brush right into this No Vacancy blush, load it up on there, and then I'm just going to go kind of pretty heavy, honestly, across my whole cheek area, because that's going to be the majority of the color on my face is going to be my blush. So I'm just going to light pressure start kind of building it up. I've been like trying out new backgrounds, and I think this yellow one is not working for me because it's kind of making me look a little green. Little Incredible Hulk, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I have that Super Shock blush kind of just started on my face here. Just a nice little flush across the cheeks. I'm going to go in and add, this is the BH Cosmetics blush palette, and I'm going to go in with, let's look here, probably these top 3 colors. Yeah, I'm just going to take my brush and go into these top 3 colors here, the same brush, and just do a little bit more. And I'm kind of like pressing almost rather than swirling, and then just kind of moving it around. And I like to get it up in my temples. Alright, and that's it. That's for the blush. I think the camera is washing it out a little bit because it is really strong here in person, but on camera it's not picking up so much. And I like to honestly take my blush kind of high too, like almost under my eye a little bit. Skin done, we got blush done. I'm not doing any bronzer. I think I'm going to go in and add a few fake freckles because, I don't know, it's just cute. I like the trend right now with the fake freckles. I'm trying to get in on it. So I've only done this a couple of times. I still am working a little bit on like my freckle placement because I end up making it look too even and it looks like fake, kind of like a fake freckle tattoo or like that Snapchat filter, you know. So I'm still working on it. I have these 2 products right here that I really like. This is the Flower Beauty Brow Vixen Tattoo Effect Stain. I have the shade Soft Brown and I have the shade Auburn because I feel like when I look around at my freckles and moles on my body, they're all kind of like different colors. So I got 2 different colors because I think that it will help it look more real. Oh man, I just got all over my finger. So this is like a marker. So this product is kind of like a marker and it has like a slanted tip to it. So I'm going to kind of put it on its side and use just the little tip and start placing freckles just kind of like all over my face. Mainly in like this area right here. So I'm going to get a little bit closer here because I need to look at my mirror. And I'm going to start just slowly. And I'm using light pressure just because I don't want to accidentally do too much or like too big of a dot. So this is my problem, is I start getting too even with it and then it like doesn't look right because no one's freckles are like perfectly even and symmetrical, you know what I mean? So my nose already has some freckles and some blackheads, so that will blend in nicely. And I like taking my finger and just kind of like dotting it over the top. Helps blend it out a little bit more, helps make it sink into your skin more. I'm gonna go kind of up in here. And remember, I still have the other pen I'm gonna use too. You know who I feel like has been like rocking the faux freckles and doing like a really good job about it on Instagram and YouTube is Ryan Potter. I believe it's Potter is his last name, not Porter. I think it's Potter. He has been just like rocking the faux freckles and he does it so, I watch his videos and he'll be like, all right, I'm gonna add some freckles now, and he's just like boom, full face of freckles. Like, how does he do that? All right, so I got that first color in. I'm gonna go in now with this Auburn color. It's a little bit more red toned. And I'm not gonna go over the same spots. I'm just gonna kind of just still random go through, but I'm gonna do a little bit less with this color than I was with the previous color. And these ones even are like a little bit lighter. And I like to like do some around my already existing freckles and moles on my face, because I feel like it helps it blend in more. Okay, so now after I got my kind of original, now that I got my like beginning freckles on, I like to just kind of take a step back, zoom out of the mirror a little bit, and just look at my face to make sure that it doesn't look too like symmetrical, that there isn't any spots that are like a little too big that I want to press out with my fingers more. And then I kind of see like where on my face could I add a little bit more to balance it and to make it look more, you know, natural. So I think I'm going to do just kind of like a few right in this area, and then that's it for the freckles. Because I think I did a pretty good job. I mean, I've only done it a few times on camera. It's looking like a little bit like I got a dirty face, but I swear in person it looks a lot better. So I'm going to go in just with those two colors and add just a few more above my lip area because I feel like it's so blank right here that it doesn't look quite right. Okay. And that's it for the faux freckles. What do you think? Tell me what you think in the comments. Okay, so now I'm going to add a little bit of a powder over top. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade Be My Highlight, and it's kind of like, it reminds me a lot of like the Hourglass Luminous powders, except for it's like a lot cheaper. This is like $4. But it's very similar. I think it has like the same kind of effect. And I'm just going to kind of lightly dust it all over my face. I know this says it's a highlight, but it's almost like my skin tone. And because it goes on so light, it just kind of adds like a nice luminosity to my face. Okay. At this point, I kind of look at myself and I decide, do I want to do a bolder brow? Do I want to add more blush? Do I want to add more freckles? Do I need a little bit of bronzer? What's going on here? So the point of this look really was just like a natural skin-like easy look. So I'm not going to go in really with any more blush, any more products like that. I am going to take some of this clear brow gel and just kind of like zhuzh up the brows. So now I'm going to set my face, just add a little bit more glow, just keep everything on there. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set Spray. I'm going to add like 1 or 2 pumps of that. The smell on this spray is like so familiar to me, but I can't like figure out what it is. It's like one of those smells that's like, it's probably something like really weird and basic, like a cleaner or... No, I don't want to say cleaner because it doesn't smell very chemical. It smells like almost like a bath soap or something. Like, I can't figure it out, but I've smelt the smell before and I can't decide what I think it is. Alright, so face is set. Everything's pretty much done. I'm going to curl my lashes just to pull them up a little bit, even though I'm not adding any product. I'm just going to curl them, give them a little bit of life. This is just my Tweezer Man eyelash curler. Take me to your heart. Lashes are curled. Everything is pretty much done with the face. This is the part where you can just choose to add highlight, and we got to figure out what we want to do with our lip. So as of right now, my skin is really glowy. I wouldn't normally throw on highlight right now, but I will do just like a tiny bit of... This right here is like a product. I don't consider this a highlight. It's like a balm, but it's going to help you get more of that little glowy kind of natural dew look highlight into your life if you want that. This is the Honest Beauty Magic Balm. And yeah, Magic Beauty Balm by... God, I can never open the package. So it's kind of just like a balm. Like it looks like a lip balm, and it's multi-purpose. So you can use it on your lips, your face, your eyes, your elbows if you need a little balm on there, like whatever. And It has like a slight shimmer to it, and I kind of just like putting it on some of the high points of my face because it's gonna add just that little extra bit. So you can see that on my nose already, how it's just picking up the light, and it didn't move any of that product under my nose. And so you can just kind of like dot it right on the cheekbone. So that way, throughout the day, when the light hits you, or if you go outside, you look glowy. You look like sweaty, like sexy. So the face is done. Super easy, glowy, dewy, just giving you a little bit of a boost for your day type look. Next is the lip. So the lip is kind of like a choose your own adventure here, because you could throw on a gloss, run out the door, throw on a bold lip if you want to rock a bold lip today, or just a little bit of a lipstick. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of a lipstick. I'm going to take, these are some of my favorite lipsticks, is the Bare Mineral lipsticks. I'm going to go in first with this shade Tease, which is kind of like a peachy pink with a little bit of a gold sparkle in it. And I'm not going to line my lips for this look because I don't want it to look super structured. I want it to just look fresh. And I'm going to do just a little bit of this lipstick right in the middle like that. I'm going to take my finger and just start blending it out. I belong to you. Take me to your soul. So I did a little bit of that lipstick, just kind of blended it out with my finger, and then I'm going to top it with the gloss. This is the Fenty Beauty, the best glosses there is, the Fussy Gloss. I'm going to go ahead and just add some of that right at the top. These glosses are amazing. These are like the best glosses, honestly. The formula, it's so comfortable. It smells so good. Makes my lips look so good. It's not sticky at all. This is just the best gloss. Okay, and that's it. That's the finished look. Like I said, super easy, super skin-based. Basically just kind of like giving you a little bit of a boost when you're feeling like, meh, and you just want to put like a little bit of makeup on. Or if you're, you know, you're running out the door, you got to do something, you just kind of want to like, you don't want to spend 40 minutes doing your makeup, but you want to spend a tiny bit of time just kind of like making yourself feel a little bit better. I think this is a perfect look for that because it's light coverage, it's easy, it's dewy, and it's luminous, and you're not really going to have to check on it throughout the day. It's going to kind of stay pretty much the same. I really love this look. This is exactly what I've been doing the past couple days when I've just needed to kind of make myself feel a little bit better. If you want to put mascara on, put mascara on. If you want to put lashes on, put lashes on. This is just an easy base to do if you can't wear any eye makeup. As always, if you want to keep up with me on my other social media platforms, on Instagram, it's at Natasha Josette Beauty. On Twitter, it's at Natasha Josette. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any video recommendations, product recommendations. If you just want to say, hey, what's up? Say, hey, what's up? Subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.